Pig soldering is a method that allows you to position our chips of solder directly onto the piece as you're heating it up. For that, you can purchase a pick ready-made, or you can use a bicycle spoke, a titanium bicycle spoke that you bend the end to make your pick. Or you can use a pair of tweezers. You use one of the leg, so one of the side of the tweezer. And the advantage of that is you don't have to change hand if you need to pick up a tweezer to move your piece around. Of course, we are going to flux our piece. To do pig soldering, you can position your solder onto an old tile or an old charcoal block. Either one is fine. Your solder brick that you have at school can be a little bit dirty, so maybe not ideal. Be careful with that. You just use an old tile is fine. So the trick with that is to heat up the solder ever so slightly so it'll stick to your pick, or in my case to my tweezer. It may start to ball up, and that's fine. It may not, that's even better. We don't want to overheat. So we just heat up a little bit and pick up. We don't heat up the pick. So at the moment, of course, we're heating up the back of the piece. This is silver, so we're heating up the entire object to be soldered. If you can see here, when the flux is turning reddish brown, that's your indicator that it's time to add your piece of solder. So as per usual, you will put it on one side and heat up the other to melt and pull down. So here I can pick up my piece. I don't have to change hand and change tool. I just pick up my piece and move it as I need with the tweezers that are already in my hand. And there you go, we're flowing our solder, and that's it. Do not overheat your solder like this. If it's turning red, balling, and like dancing around all red hot, that is garbage now. Okay, you dispose of that and you start fresh. If your solder is overheating like this, or even flattening when you go to pick it up and it squishes like that, it's done. Don't use that, it will not flow for you and you'll have a pitted seam, so you start fresh. Practice makes perfect with pig soldering, so keep trying.